Hello all, welcome to my first YouTube video on trading, that is anyway. I have a different channel for completely other content. I want to do a breakdown of US30. I'm trying this out. I don't know if I'll keep doing it, but subscribe and keep an eye. I wanted to quickly go over US30 for as end of the week. It's the 2nd of March. And we always do top down analysis first. So we go to the monthly time frame. Something we need to keep an eye on is we're at all-time highs in terms of just the level, not the price currently as of Friday, but in general, this area we're at all-time highs. But also, most importantly, we've had monthly ranging sentiment, so we're just going sideways for the past couple of months. Now, I just want to mark that quickly. The last time this happened, so when you've got monthlies at all-time highs ranging, we scroll back, another all-time highs ranging. Another time, I prefer them when the candles are all bunched together, when the range is pretty close together. I wouldn't class this as a range. I'd more class this as, technically it is a range, as this bearish candle was pretty much, it opened and moved to a lower price and then closed below and above all these other months. So technically this is a range, but I'm talking about all-time highs when all the candles are right next to each other, where price just goes up every month, down every month, up every month, down every month. So again, if we scroll back, will this give me the data? Yes, here, where's my marker? And finally here. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, the four most recent all-time highs, and the monthly candles are ranging. Yeah, I want you to keep an eye on this because whenever the monthly time frame does this at all-time highs, we usually have, well, previously, this is a current one, of course. Previously, it's followed by a drop after a long bullish move. Last time here, long bullish move, and then followed by a drop. Long bullish move followed by a drop when we have these ranges. So if we go down to the weekly, we want to see the behavior. The weekly candles, we can see it looks like we've had a double top. So we can see price moved up to 45, the price of 45, it dropped down to these lows of 42. So price pushed up to all-time highs, 45, dropped down, back to 42, pushed back up to 45, failed to break 45, and now it's pushed back down with a bearish engulfing weekly candle. This is also something to keep an eye on. The last time this happened, so we had all-time highs, price pushed up to 36, dropped back down to 34 lows, pushed back up, fell to close above 36, followed by another drop back down to the base, and then of course rolled over to a minor market crash. So if we just mark out those two areas, currently here we've just created the double top and we've just pushed off with a bearish engulfing. As of 2 weeks ago, last week, this week just ended, we just had a bullish move up. So we've just created the double top in this scenario. If we scroll back down to the other recent, so this is back in 2015, again, scroll in. So again, all-time highs, created the highs at 18, price pushed up to 18s, came down to 17.6, pushed back up, fell to close above, and pushed back down to the base. This will make sense in a second why I keep mentioning dropping back down to the base. Again, we've just created the double top. Again, the last one, price pushed up to 14s, it dropped back down to 13s, pushed back up. It did close above, but with only one candle. Now, if you know US30, you know that one candle does not necessarily mean a break, because this would be a wick on the monthly channel, on the monthly time frame. Pushed back up to 14s, dropped back down and rolled over to the base again. So created the high, double top, pushed back down to the base. Now, if you've been looking at trade, if you've been in the trading community for anything longer than 6 months, you will understand patterns and double tops and double bottoms. US30 loves those. Double tops before drops, double bottoms before pushes up. It's all over the chart. Double bottoms before pushes up. Double bottoms before pushing up. Double tops before pushing down. And so on and so forth. You can spot them everywhere. Double tops before pushing down, double bottoms before pushing up. So I hope this is making sense. Again, double tops, double bottoms, it's everywhere. So the reason I'm mentioning that is because we've just created the double top at the all-time highs. As you can see, this is the most recent all-time highs, or the current one, should I say. So if we go down to the daily, this is the daily time frame. Let me just get rid of this arrow. This is the daily time frame. Now, as you can see, price pushed up, had a retracement, pushed back up, got to 45s. It came all the way back down to the base of 42s. It's pushed back up to 45. It failed, and now it's been creating lower lows and lower highs the whole way through. Okay. We can also see that we've been ranging. If I just mark this level out here and quickly get rid of this arrow, the daily, when it pushed back up to the 45 level, it just ranged back and forth until it finally broke that support level. So that's where we are now. Okay, we've just had the daily close on Friday with a bullish close to the day. However, it did not engulf the previous candle. It did not engulf Thursday. So technically, I'm still bearish, even though I've had a big bullish candle. And yes, you can mark off this minor low here that the daily has reached. You also need to keep in mind that this is also a level because the daily was bouncing and ranging in between that level as well. So until we close clean above, what level is this? 43. Until we reach 44s and break above, I won't be placing any buys. So if we move down to the 4-hour, my sentiment again is still bearish. And bearing in mind, these are the lows. This is the base of the weekly double top. Yep. So again, my sentiment is still bearish for price to reach the 42 base again. Those who like using supply and demand, I'm sure you can see some levels there and reasons why I may be pushing down to those levels. But my current bias is still bearish. What I'm looking for now, you can't buy here right now, okay? Well, you can. You can do anything in the markets, right? I wouldn't advise to buy there. I wouldn't place a buy on a resistance level, like when it's right at the top of where we've got lots of weak rejections. However, that is an area that I would sell from. So my bearish sentiment is continuing until we break above 44s cleanly, and then we can look to push it back up to the 45s. However, I've got a feeling it's going to do one of two things. Either it's going to drop and continue drop. Maybe might consolidate a little bit before it breaks this current low. Might consolidate a little bit, something like this, and then drop further down. Or it may push slightly further up, some wick rejections without clean closes, and then roll over. The reason I'm strong on that bias, even though we've had a big momentum candle pushing back up, and yes, Friday was a bullish candle, is only because the weekly levels are way stronger than hourly levels, 4-hour levels, or daily candles. The weekly levels are way stronger. Big money moves on dailies and weekly levels. As you can see, clean touch to the 42 part price before it pushed back up from the previous base. This is what I'm looking for. Again, we have the push down, retracement, push down, or you can count these little ones if you like. So continue lower lows and lower highs, continue lower lows and lower highs, all the way down. So again, right now we've just reached the previous high. We have not broken that previous high. So when we break that previous high, then we can look for buy trades. However, as I said, there's a possibility it could push up slightly to the 44.2s and then roll over. So to be honest, my buys will not come in, actually probably until we break above, as I mentioned before, 42. We need to break cleanly above 42s for me to look for buys. Anything in this area here, I'll still be looking for sells if we don't have any clean candle closes. So that's my bet. That's my bias for this coming week. I'm hoping for it to roll over. We shall see. I'll see if I can put a video together for next week and see how we carry on. If you have any questions, leave me some comments and I'll try and answer them on the next video.